Brahma to be equal or to be independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the order of the spiritual master. Four, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in the pursuance to the Vedic version. Five, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Six, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Seven, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Eight, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activity karma khanda. 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10, to not have a complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to our next part of the session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. Before that, may I know who all joined this morning?
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, and all the glories to the assembled devotees. This is Manjri Leela Devidasi from Naperville. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manjari Leela Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call and wonderful chanting, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yeshumati Priya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and chanting so beautifully. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Rana.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association every single day and blessing all of us, Mataji. Hari Bol, welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. This is Radha Pyari Devidasi from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Radha Pyari Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day, giving your association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danpat Pranams to you all. I've had the absolute good fortune to join you all this morning. I so look forward to this class every afternoon, but I'm usually at work. But thank you very much. It's Revati Priya Devidasi from London. Hare Krishna.
What's your name, Mataji?
It's Revati Priya Devidasi from London,
Oh,
United Kingdom.
Revati Priya Mataji. Okay. Hare Krishna, Revati Priya Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, always being the silent listener.
I
Very
am usually at
grateful to
work,
you.
Mataji, so I can't usually quite participate, but I love it. I look forward to the classes every afternoon. But thank you very much for the service.
So it's
Thank you very
afternoon
much.
for you there, so that's why
Yes,
you are at
it's
the office. Yeah, okay.
correct. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon for me. So I can't
Oh.
join you for Japa, but I love to listen to the classes and you all talk.
Okay.
Thank you,
So our
Mataji.
evening would be for you morning, Mataji?
Sorry,
Our
say that
evening-
again, Mataji.
Our evening means my evening would be your morning?
Yeah, that would be very late at night.
Late night. So, okay, all our classes doesn't set your time. Okay,
Most
no
of
worries,
them do.
but-
Most of them do, but I can always listen to the recording, always go back and listen to them. So I try to do that as much as I can.
Hari Bol, very nice. So sweet of you, Mataji. It
Thank
shows
you,
the
Mataji.
enthusiasm. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Is
Krishna
there anybody
Mataji,
else who would like?
you and all the devotees. All glories to Guru Maharaj, Vishnu Prabhupada. This is Mohin Lakshmi for this house.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call.
हरे कृष्ण विनीता गंधर्विका माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, प्रीति दासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining every day, giving your association. Welcome to the call.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Okay, let's start the recording as Prabhuji there on the call. Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Pran Govind Prabhu ji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto 4th chapter 13th verse. Hare Krishna Prabhu ji, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much Prabhu for joining and giving your valuable time and association this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. I now hand over the call to you Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mother Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. I am audible. I'm assuming yes. Okay. I would like to sing that song. Possible? Can I? Let's see.
Prabhuji, can't you share from your side, Prabhu? It will be more easy because it's sometimes
Let me
it's
see.
very hard for us to share also. Try to share from your side also, Prabhuji. The screen, it's very easy for you if you can do it. I can send you the link that you sent us.
I have it. Let me see if I can. Just a second.
This is the link, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, is that visible, Mother?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji, perfect.
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus and Mothers. Welcome to this Bhakti Japa Sangha beautiful session of morning sadhana. So I would like to sing this song to remind us our priority as Hiranyakashipu did his priority. So we are ascertaining our own priority. Gopinath, Gopinath, Mama Nivedana Suna, Vishayid jana sada kamarata kichu nahi mora guna gopina আমার ভরসা তুমি তোমার চরণে লইনু শরণ তোমার কিঙ্কর আমি গোপীনা কেমনে শোধিবে মরে না জানি ভকতি করমে জরমতি পড়েছি সংসার ঘোরে গোপীনা সকলি তোমার মায়া নাহি মম বল জ্ঞান সুনির্মল স্বাধীন নহে কায়া গোপীনা নিয়ত চরণে স্থান মাগে হে পামর কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া কর হে করুণা দান গোপীনা তুমি তো সকলি পার দুর্জনে তারিতে তোমার সকতি কে আছে পাপির আর গোপীনা তুমি কৃপা পারাবার জীবের কারণে আসিয়া প্রপঞ্চে লীলা কইলে সুবিস্তার গোপীনা আমি কি দোষে দোষী অসুর সকল পাইল চ বিনোদ থাকিল বসি গোপীনা গোপীনাথ 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 হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gaur Pramanande, Hari Hari Bol. Dear Prabhus and Mothers, I need some help from you. I would like each devotee to read the translation. Can we begin with the number 1? Is that visible, everyone?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can see it very clearly and big font. Thank you, Prabhu. I can read first one, Prabhu. Oh, Gopinath, Lord of Gopis, please hear my request. I am a wicked materialistic, always addicted to worldly desires, and no good qualities do I possess. Ribol.
O Gopinath, Hare Krishna. O Gopinath, you are my only hope, and therefore I have taken shelter at your lotus feet. I am now your eternal servant. Hare Krishna.
Next.
Oh Gopinath, how will you purify me? I do not know what devotion is, and my materialistic mind is absorbed in fruitive work. I've fallen into this dark and perilous worldly existence.
Hare Krishna. O Gopinath, everything here is your illusory energy. I have no strength or transcendental knowledge, and this body of mine is not independent and free from the control of material nature. Hare Krishna.
O Gopinath, this sinner who is weeping and weeping begs for an eternal place at your lotus, at your divine feet. Please give him your mercy. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Oh Gopinath. Oh Gopinath, you are able to do anything, and therefore you have the power to deliver all sinners. Who is there that is more of a sinner than myself?
Hare
Hare Krishna. O Gopinath, you are the ocean of mercy. Having come into this phenomenal world, you expand your divine pastimes for the sake of the fallen souls.
O Gopinath, I am so sinful that although all the demands attain your lotus feet, Bhakti Vinod has remained in worldly existence. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Shamavada Vaishnava Brinda ki jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhus and Mothers. So we are beginning today Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 7, Chapter 4, Text 13. Let's see. Mother Binita Devi, you want me to?
Otherwise, it's fine, Prabhu. Verse I can do.
Okay. Okay.
Shall I do,
didn't
Prabhu?
know. Sure,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Okay. So I would like to first read the synonyms, so it will be easy to absorb reciting the verse. Him, Hiranyakashipu, Anga, O dear king, Mattam, intoxicated, Madhuna, by wine, Urugandhina, strong smelling, Bibrita, rolling, Tamra Aksham, having eyes like copper, Ashesha Dishnapa, the principal man of all the planets. Upashata, worshipped. Upayan, full with paraphernalia. Panibihi, by their own hands. Bina, without. Tribihi, principal deities, Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva. Tapaha, of austerity. Yoga, mystic power. Bala, bodily strength. Ajasam, the power of the senses. Padam, the abode. Tamangamattam madhunara Vibritamarksham ashesha dishnapam Upasato payana panibiribina Tribhistapo yoga baloja sampadam Tamang tam madhunara Vibritatam raksham ashesha dhishnapa Upasato payana panibhirivina Trivistapo yoga baloja sampadam Tamangamattam madhunora gandhina Vibritatam raksham ashesha dishanapam Upasato payan panivirvina Trivistapo yoga baloja sampadam. Would some other, at least 3 devotees would like to recite?
Tamangamattam madhunoru gandhina vivirtatam rakshamashesha dishnapa upasatopayana panibhira veena tribhistapo yoga bhajau sampadam.
Thank you.
Madhunovakandina Vivritatam Raksamasesha Dishnapa Upasatopayana Panibirvina Tribhistapo Yoga Palojasampadam.
Very good. One more.
Tama angamattam madhunoru gandhaina vibrattatam raksham ashesha dhishnyapaha upasato payana vida vina tribhishatapo yoga balau jasam padam.
Very good. So this verse is about very interesting how power plays and controls or controlled by demigods. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. O my dear king, Hiranyakashipu was always drunk on strong smelling wines and liquors, and therefore his coppery eyes were always rolling. Nonetheless, because he had powerfully executed great austerities in mystic yoga, although he was abominable, all but the 3 principal demigods, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu, personally worshipped him to please him by bringing him various presentations with their own hands. Purport. In the Skanda Purana, there is description. Upaya sarve bina devan hiranyakaha. Hiranyakashipu was so powerful that everyone but the 3 principal demigods, namely Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu, engaged in his service. Madhacharya says, Aditya Vashavo Rudras Trividha hi Sura Jataha. There are three kinds of demigods: the Adityas, the Vasus, and the Rudras, beneath whom are the other demigods like the Maruts and Sadhyas. Marutas chaiva vishe cha Sadhyas chaiva cha tadgataha. Therefore, all the demigods are called three Pistapa, and the same word three applies to Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Om Ajnati Mirandhasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Shayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitangsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatadeshatarine Vancha Kalpataruvesha Kripa Sindhubhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo 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 Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namo He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Namastate तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये भक्तविहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे So, dear Prabhus and mothers, this is a this is the part of Bhagavatam I see as a our precarious condition. It doesn't matter wherever you are in this material world, you are in a precarious situation. More you are aware of it, you will take precaution and you will be serious in sadhana. So I would appreciate Hiranyakashipu's atrocity to actually make us, our sadhana, our spiritual life more strong, creating the fear of Maya, which is necessary. Also, Prahlad Maharaj's beautiful session beginning from next chapter, his conversation with his father, with the teacher, with the fellow peers, student in the Gurukul, and finally will make the Lord to appear. And all these beautiful life lesson Prahlad Maharaj taught us, how in every situation shelter of Krishna, and you will ultimately succeed. Hiranyakashipu also proved very nice. Doesn't matter how powerful you are or how strong you are or how much asset you have, you will end with nothing, zero. So it's a good lesson learning from both. So I want to just refresh from previous chapter. I'm sure you all are familiar, probably spoke about it 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. Why not? This chapter, after being rewarded, Hiranyakashipu commends his oppressive activities and he conquered practically everyone in the universe. Hiranyakashipu lived in unimaginable opulence. You cannot, even explanation will not be enough. Material asset, material opulence, what he had is unbelievable. And it's a funny joke that they were painting Hiranyakashipu's coppery eye and he's drunk. So they asked Prabhupada, they stopped painting. They went to Prabhupada's room and says, his rolling eyes, was he intoxicated? Was he smoking, drinking? Prabhupada said, no smoking, just drinking. Very specific. It's funny, in America, well, maybe none of you ever faced that. If you are suspected by police car, they will stop you and they put something in front of your mouth. You will be tested how your eyes are rolled in that machine. They will immediately catch whether you are under the influence, DUI or not. And you will get a fine, tickets. So it's interesting, Hiranyakashipu's life probably gave the impetus to all these people who are also into drunk a lot of time. Hiranyakashipu just could not forget his brother's death. and seethes with vicious enmity towards Lord Vishnu. I mean, if you really put a reason, come on, give up that. Enjoy your life, you got so much power, so much wealth, so much lordship over the entire 3 planets. But Brahmanas cursed him. Others nervously prayed for protection, while many just surrendered out of deep fear. Of course, the Lord reassured them that Hiranyakashipu's oppressive atrocities would eventually be the cause of his demise. And we'll see end of this. His most acute mistake would be to torment his saintly son, Prahlad. Because he was a Hare Krishna devotee, that would be intolerable to the Lord. The final straw, you can say. So when Narada described outstanding qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, this discussion actually between Narad Muni and Yudhishthira Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj was dumbfounded as how his father could direct so much aggression and anger towards such a saintly son. Well, Hiranyakashipu revealed very interesting display, I would say, between what is divine quality of Prahlad and what is demoniac quality of Hiranyakashipu. What they believe, what is demon philosophy, if you ever want to learn. Hiranyakashipu is the best example. He was a Mayavadi. Through his expression, we detect that he was a Mayavadi. When he gave a funeral eulogy. So what is demoniac philosophy, demoniac mentality, what is demoniac activity, what is demoniac destiny, all revealed by Hiranyakashipu, the best example. Now, why, as a Hare Krishna devotee, why we are talking about demoniac Hiranyakashipu's quality? Because we are in an age, there are little bit of Hiranyakashipu is within every conditioned soul. If we honestly introspect, Prabhus and mothers, we may well find the elements of this demoniac mentality seep into our daily interaction. Although Hiranyakashipu was indeed an extreme character, we may sense that a little Hiranyakashipu is hiding within Pran Govind Das or each one of us. That's why the scriptures, Bhagavatam, explains that uncontrolled mind, that devilish voice within, is conspiring against us on a moment-to-moment basis. Krishna also explained in Bhagavad Gita, I remember, reading how to remedy the situation. Krishna says it is undoubtedly, when Arjuna expressed 6:34 how difficult to control the mind, Krishna agreed. It says it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible. And this is what our ISKCON devotees are doing, you all are doing. It is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. Two things. Only through spiritual acumen and unbreakable determination can transform the mind and experience true freedom. How do you do it? You have to keep a good bodyguard. His name is intelligence. The intelligence will guide instead of instinct. An uncontrolled mind will agitate, misguide, implicate each soul, forcing us to glide down into lust, anger, and greed. And that mindset emphasizes problem in every opportunity. Dissatisfied with the present, perpetually hankering for a better future. The uncontrolled mind, however, acts as a friend on our spiritual journey, helping us to make progressive and healthy choices which create well-being on all levels. That mindset can identify opportunities in every problem, ever satisfaction comes, what may. So in this purport of Srila Prabhupada, demonstrate the power Hiranyakashipu had and how he managed his power. Power? If I ask all of you, do we need power also? Does power always corrupts? Yes, we do need power. We sing. Sakala sahane baladiya kara nijamane sprihahina. Sakala sahane, to tolerate others, even in the same family or in the same temple or in the same community or in the same society. Sometimes difficult to tolerate somebody else. Not necessarily their fault. I don't have a power to tolerate. So we beg to Guru, to Vaishnavas, Sakala sahane bala diya karo. We need to get up every day in the morning, finish your rounds before Mangalati or whatever rounds you chanting, 30 round, 32 rounds, 64 rounds or 16 rounds, following for regulative principle, Mangalarti, hearing Bhagavatam class through Bhakti Japa Sangha group, all this morning sadhana, it's required tremendous enthusiasm, endeavor with conviction. It's required lot of strength, lot of power. So it is often that power corrupts, but is it always true? That's the question. Is it that nobody should ever have any power because it will corrupt them and they will exploit others? No, as I mentioned, spiritually, we do need power. Even for materialistic people, they need power to go on, otherwise they will not be able to go on. So then question may come, what corrupts and what does not corrupt? What corrupts is not power alone. It is power without accountability that corrupts. The leaders in our society also has to be accountable. Everybody has to be accountable. Mother, father, temple leaders. That is why in the broad Vedic wisdom tradition, those who had power, for example, the Kshatriyas, were always accountable to someone above them. The spiritual intellects, the Brahmanas. Whatever Kshatriya does, they are supposed to take advice from the Brahmanas. And if they do something horrible, mistake, they are accountable. They have to answer why did they do that to the Brahmana societies. Even 500 years back, we see Sarvam Bhattacharya, he was head of the Brahmana in King Pratap Rudra's ministry. Jaydev Goswami, many in our culture, we see that. As long as a person in power is accountable to someone, they will not be corrupted by power. And the ultimate accountability is to Krishna through our pure consciousness. Purification is also inner power empowerment, isn't it? We may think like of purification to be something religious or sacred, not very relevant in our daily life. But actually, purification empowers us internally. Prabhus and mothers, it's a fact. When we have impurities within us, they are like huge burdens, blocks inside us that obstruct us and dissipate our energies. Our mental blocks move far more than our bodily. It's not like devotee cannot do their sadhana enthusiastically because they are sick, because mentally they are sick more than physically they are sick. You know, this example is always given, like when you drop in front of a huge heavy block of metal, you can say, well, I won't be able to go. And until so much of the fuel of the car would be wasted in pushing on with that block. If that could be removed, the car could move so much faster. Similarly, when our impurities unearth us, including laziness, ignorance, misunderstanding, they are removed, we can move so much faster in spiritual path towards fulfilling our potential and doing justice to our God-given talents. Sometimes we feel powerless. Hiranyakashipu has tremendous power. Prahlad Maharaj also has a tremendous power. You'll notice from next chapter how much Prahlad Maharaj had. But Prahlad Maharaj's power is inner, inside his heart, his conviction, his determination. To be honestly, in the material world, even myself, I feel sometimes, like, such a bad weather. I have to drive to New Orleans from Florida is like, oh, it's not good. Yeah, we feel like a powerless. Nothing I can do about the weather. But it is our mind that makes us feel powerless. This is I discovered in our journey. The world may put us in situation where our capacity to do things may be substantially, terribly limited. Say, for an example, we may fall sick, that we are confined to bed rest. At such time, when our power has become very, very less, we do something. We can think positive, uplift our thoughts. We can pray to Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada, to our gurus. We can offer our prayers for the welfare of those who love and those who offering care to us. But instead, if we let our mind makes us feel sorry for ourselves, then we feel completely powerless. And that feeling comes not because of the world, but because of our mind. For sure, in Hiranyakashipu, sorry. In Hiranyakashipu's case versus Prahlad Maharaj's case, we can see very clearly that power is not the power we have over others. Hiranyakashipu's power he had over others, over demigods. But the power we have over ourselves is the real power. Prabhus and mothers, ask yourself, do you have a power over yourself? Hiranyakashipu had power over others, but no power to control his own senses. Guess what? He failed. This is very true. If you really think very deeply, end of the story, you will find all the shelter that Hiranyakashipu took did ultimately protected him, did ultimately make him fearlessness? And answer is no, no, no. Hiranyakashipu's all endeavor to solve his problem, becoming fearless or deathless, mistake he did, all the endeavor he did on the material platform to solve material solution. The purpose of this life is beyond the life. Purpose of this creation or material world is beyond the material world. You have to look from that angle. What about Prahlad Maharaj? Let's look at in the other angle. Prahlad Maharaj, while Hiranyakashipu decided to get fearlessness, he went to Mandar Hill for 36,000 years meditation. Ultimately failed everything, doomed. Prahlad Maharaj, same time, what his father was doing, Prahlad Maharaj was listening Harikatha, Bhagavatam from Narad Muni in the womb of his mother, in Narad Muni's ashram. So Hiranyakashipu was doing severe austerity on the material goal, on the material platform to solve the material problem. And Prahlad Maharaj also doing a beautiful, from the womb of his mother, he was listening Harikatha and he really conquered the material problem. fearlessness. Guru Narad Muni assured that just by taking shelter of Krishna and his holy name and Harikatha, immortality and fearlessness will be granted. So Hiranyakashipu had power over others, but no power on his own. This is what we need to focus. Many people are hunger for power. And such power-hungry people usually define power in terms of external, in terms of how much they can control others, make them bend to their will. It can sometimes be visible also in our own community or society. Even if they gain power, they don't become happy, which is the purpose of everything we do, including seeking power. Even we pray to Guru, Vaishnava, please, Sakala Sahane Baladiya Karo. Please empower me so I can tolerate. Why? Why you want to tolerate? So you will not be disturbed in your spiritual journey. You will be happy devotee. Srimad Bhagavatam, especially 7th canto, describe the story of demon king Hiranyakashipu who had unrivaled power all over the universe, including the controller is controlled. The demigods control these material elements, material facility, and Hiranyakashipu was controlling them. So his power was far greater than even the aspiration of most people in today's world. What to speak of their achievement? And yet, despite such power, he was never satisfied. Why? Why not? Because he did not have control over his mind and senses. He kept looking at the things which he did not have control over, such as his saintly son, Prahlad, who would not worship him as God. Prabhu's mother, the truth is, before Hiranyakashipu started ultimate success in the material world, his failure was already in the womb of his wife. The cause of his failure. So it doesn't matter how much we want to be successful in the material world. This is a beautiful chapter actually. That failure is already done. We cannot see it right now. Prahlad was there, but Hiranyakashipu did not see that this little boy will be the cause of his failure. That's horrible, but that's a fact. He controlled everything, but could not control his own son. So material success is useless success. We have to maintain our body and mind and situation, house and community. Yes, but for the pleasure of Krishna. Not pleasure of I am in control. Now I paid off my mortgage, paid off my car payment. No, for the pleasure of spiritual side we need to look, not the material freedom. Material freedom is useless. It is never such thing. There is no such thing called material freedom. Depending on Krishna is the real freedom. That's why this chapter very nicely depicts that we need to seek power over ourselves, power over our own desires. This part Bhagavatam declares that those who can curb the power of desire and anger can become spiritually situated and can thus become satisfied. Only when we have power over ourselves can we direct our thoughts away from that which brings misery and towards that which brings joy. By this, redefining our conception of power, we can wholeheartedly pursue the path of spiritual growth and relish lasting fulfillment. By our past karma, we may or may not be destined to acquire external power. But by practicing our daily sadhana, we all can attain internal power and thereby satisfaction. Suppose you are driving and because it happened also when we are driving, say you're going through a remote area, you are following GPS. Suddenly GPS connectivity get lost due to heavy storm. Not knowing the way ahead. It's so stormy weather and the road split, you don't know which way to go, left or right, because you never drove on this. It's not your daily route. You're going to another state for Holy Name Festival. So we take several wrong turns at subsequent crossroads. And guess what? When our GPS connectivity returns, we may understandably feel annoyed or even angered, but we won't let our irritation incite us into smashing our GPS device. I hope none of you ever do that or did that. When going through life, Prabhus and mothers, especially when going through life's tough times, phases, what keeps us on track is our inner GPS. I see this. I'm not any advance, but I see that because of our good sadhana, grateful perspective seeking, gratitude, which can be said to be the tendency and the ability to look for the positive, to be ready for the positive, keeps us inspired to make wise choices when encountering life's crossroads. However, sometimes life storms may cause such severe losses that we lose our inner GPS. We just can't find any reason to feel grateful. I don't know, maybe none of you ever felt, but I did feel many times because I was driven by negative feelings. We may take unwise turns at life's subsequent crossroad. And thankfully, like all storms, the storm negative emotion is also temporary. That I realize. When it subsides, we regain access to our inner GPS. And we can again start seeking perspective that ground us in gratitude. Tragically, however, we destroy our inner GPS. How? By letting resentfulness replace gratefulness as our defining and driving emotion. That negative emotion clouds our vision so much that we grumble, mumble, fumble, tumble. We make existing adversity worse. But we also miss potential opportunities. We don't ever destroy our inner GPS. This kind of chapter in Bhagavatam offers us a philosophical worldview that reminds us that ultimate goodness always exists within the universe. Indeed, the timeless GPS, if we focus on that, what is the purpose my life drives? When you focus on that, it will give you strengthen our timely GPS. Gratitude, perspective seeking, bolstered. We don't feel lost even amid losses. We're content and confident, knowing that Krishna, the divine goodness, will eventually guide us to a good place and responding to that underlying cosmic goodness with our good choices. So even when we cannot avoid losses in our lives, we can avoid feeling lost. We can avoid feeling lost, provided we hold on to our sadhana, inner GPS, grateful perspective seeking. More we do good sadhana, more we progress, challenges will come. Knowing that Krishna is the one who sanctioned all these challenges for my betterness. Krishna is the one personality, always have a protection and affection for me. We will hold no resentment against him because he's the only sanctioner, whatever happening in our life. We can come closer to him by praying in adversities or challenges. And Krishna will not remove the obstacle, but he will walk through with us. Even when we try to do something, say, worthwhile, if external situation hamper us, we may lament our lack of freedom. Or if internal conditions hamper us, we may lament our lack of willpower. Both situations, instead of lamenting, we can focus on what we still have. Guess what we have? Our choice, free will. It's better understand three relevant terms: free will, freedom, and willpower. Always we should contemplate on this. Will means it refers to our innate faculty of desiring. That's something, Prabhus and mothers, we never lose. It's eternally there. And freedom means to the external facility to act as our desire. And willpower refers to the inner strength to commit to a particular desire amid opposing conditioning or conditions. Srila Prabhupada gave an example that a prisoner kept still, if the prisoner use their free will properly and behave responsibly inside the prison, isn't it? Prabhupada gave a very wonderful example. They will eventually regain their freedom, maybe even get their prescribed sentence curtailed. I saw that with one person. So no matter what restrict us, we can always use our free will to connect devotionally with the all pure love in our heart. And when we connect, that connection, by that connection, we will become divinely guided. Dadami buddhi yogam tam jena mam upajantite. How to come back to him, Krishna will guide us. And there we can expertly navigate both our conditions and conditioning to maximize both our willpower and freedom. So please, Prabhus and mothers, in any situation, we don't have to lament the freedom or willpower we lack. Use the free will we have as much as we can, and gradually both our willpower and our freedom will increase. One devotee, when he asked Prabhupada, I took too much LSD and my brain cell got damaged. Should I go back home and take care with the neurologist? And when I grow more brain cell, come back to the movement. Prabhupada says, don't waste your time. Whatever is left, if you only purify that, engage that, you will be successful. I mean, I do feel sometimes so many things lacking, but I also remember Prabhupada says, actually, Prabhupada teaching also in chapter 7, when we come, you will see, he will say, whatever you have, serve the Lord with that facility. Krishna is not looking for $1 million temple or community big. Like Krishna is looking for whatever you have, engage those. That's all. As simple as that. Now, in this purport, also talks about so much demigod. And I was thinking demigod is a vast subject. Of course, I hope you all understand. Not all the demigod would did not serve Hiranyakashipu. All the demigod means there are 33. There are 33 main, and under each one, so let's calculate. First is Adityas. In the purport it says Adityas. So how many are in the Adityas? 12 Adityas. Okay. Then you have Ekadash Rudras. So 12 Adityas means Indra. Ravana made Indra as a gardener. This is just funny, sometimes I think like his conversation. The king of heaven doing the gardening work for Ravana. When Ravana was top of his power, he invaded the heaven. So the Indra, Varuna, Mitra, everybody knows Mitra. You would not be here sitting properly if Mitra was not helping you right now. The evacuation, the toilet, these things are controlled by the Mitra. Indra controls your movement of the hands. I mean, all they actually literally have control. Of course, Hiranyakashipu thought ultimate power is to control the powerful God. But these demigods are not powerful God. I mean, they are powerful, but they are not, they have no power on their own. This is Krishna's power, and there is a control on it. Krishna is fully aware what Hiranyakashipu got. So anyhow, 12 Adityas are Indra, Varuna, Mitra, like this. Even you enjoy sex, Daksha Maharaj is there. You could not even enjoy that without him. Ansha is there, Bhaga is there, Arjama is there, Vibhashan is there, Tastra is there, Pushan is there, Datri is there, Jamaraj is there also. Then you have 11 Rudras. One of them is Shiva. That Shiva would not come and serve Hiranyakashipu, but 10 others did. Then 8 Bashus. You are cooking today, the fire, yeah, that's controlled by Agni. Right now I'm speaking to you. There's a Bonni Devata with the mouth of Pracheta, my jaws, teeth, tongue, shelter of a language. I'm trying to express what I understand, but it is the fire god who actually put together, send it by the air god. You think it's through the Zoom we are listening. No, it's not through the Zoom only. Zoom is only a little matter, but the Zoom is also controlled by the fire god. We may not see him, but he's listening. He's very high perceptive. If he wants, he can reveal himself and tell us. Or at least we learn from the scriptures. So fire god is there. And then the sound goes to your ear. Your ear is not a listening right now. Dikpal, the demigod, you are not this body. So Dikpal is there. He's connected with the ear. It's funny how this body is so much complicated. So when you say that all these demigods were serving him, I mean, they are serving to us also in one sense, because we are inside this body. And literally, of course, we don't control them, but Hiranyakashipu was controlling them. That's big difference. Your eyes cannot see without sun. First of all, your eye may be there. Eye is a product of Rajagun. Your eyes is not enough to see. It has to stay open. Sattvagun. Sattvagun has to come on top of Rajagun. Then the object you want to see has to be illuminated by the sun. Otherwise, you will not see anything. It's dark. So that's another Sattvagun. That's also sun god is there. You want to speak, fire god is there. You want to taste something, Pracheta is there. Your mind is self-conception, doubt, controlled by the Chandrama. You may think, let me think about it. If it is material intelligence, it's given by the Brahma. Dikpal allowing you to hear this. The Ashwini Kumar, they are 2 brothers. They are directly control your nostril. I'm smelling very good. Yeah, you're not really smelling very good. You're just desiring to smell. The Ashwini Kumars are there and they are allowing you to smell. Oh, these roses are very good smell. But by the help of the demigods. Genital is controlled by Daksha Prajapati. Your hand is controlled by Indra. Your equation, passing stool, or controlled by Mitra. Your leg by Vishnu, not Supreme Lord Vishnu. There is a demigod also named Vishnu. So in Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14 chapter 33 verse, you can find commentary on these details. How 11 demigods, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained about 14 demigods is with every human body. So when Madhacharya says 3 sets, Aditya, Rudras, and Bashus, because they are the main. 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, 8 Bashus. How many is there? 31. And then 2 Ashwini Kumars. And this is what makes 33 demigods. When Lord Chaitanya was clapping right in Kirtan Hall, because Kirtan just started, big Kirtan, many devotees supposed to come. All of a sudden, demigods are very happy and they started showering. Mahaprabhu came out, clapped. Hey, hold on. All these people has to come first. So all of a sudden, rain, no more rain. And everybody was shocked. What happened? No more rain, the bright light. So all the villager devotee can come for the kirtan. Of course, Lord Chaitanya did that. You wonder like, oh, that will be nice power to have that. If you are sincere, maybe Lord Chaitanya will empower you. I don't know. You have to ask Lord Chaitanya about that. So 33 demigods, they have their assistant, crore. Each of them has a crore of assistant. That's what makes 33 crores demigod goddess. What is the purpose of this demigod, if you really ever think? The purpose of demigod creation to, if you look at it, Madhya chapter 20, 145, demigods are created for each of us. To play a role in the material world. You want to act as an enjoyer, controller, whatever, misuse of our free will. We want to exploit. It is not possible if demigods were not there. So therefore, it is Krishna's mercy. Tava ichha mate brahma karena srijana. Tava ichha mate Vishnu karena palana. Tava ichha mate Shiva karena samhara. Tava ichha mate maya srije karagara. All the demigods' names are given by Krishna's will. They are accommodating this. So demigod purpose is just for us for 2 reasons: to enjoy sense enjoyment and also get disgusted at the end of journey and get out of here. So wherever you think you are, but our Acharya says, don't waste your time. Human birth is rare. Bhagavatam says, Nidehamaidam sulabam sudurlabam plabam sukalpam guru karna dharam. Take shelter of Guru, use the body as a boat, and you cross this material ocean and just get out. It's an illusion idea to enjoy here. You'll never be able to remain happy. So these kind of circumstances, they create, the demigods create, and big demon comes and they shake their position and they challenge this. Yeah, it's required for us to wake up. The demigods are called Adhikrita Das. They are also servant of God. So when servant is attacked, servant has to take shelter of Krishna, then they will be okay. If they're taking shelter of their power without shelter of Krishna, even though power is coming from Krishna, then they are in a wrong position. Prabhu's mother, how many times you heard? I'm sure you heard many times. It's in Chaitanya Bhagavat. The demigod prays to take a human birth in this planet where we are. Why? This is in Chaitanya Bhagavat Antakanda 9.249, many places. So that they can get out of this material existence forever. Now, my intention is not to scare you, but just to tell you, Chaitanya Bhagavat also gives chapter 16, Adi Khanda, 300, what is the 300 number? The Kali Juge Rakshatra Shakala Biprer Ghare Janmibek Sujaner Hingsa Koribare. Little mentality of Hiranyakashipu type of demon also will take birth in the devotee family, Brahmana families, to disrupt this movement, to disrupt. No, that's not the main purpose. To also get entrance in bhakti. Child is born, you have no idea. Even when Kongsho was a baby, I was reading in Garga Samhita one time long. When he was a baby, he was a cute baby. So you can see when mother is a cute baby, has no idea what the life of their child previous existence. But the mother says, baby bowed. Baby doesn't know anything. Mother forces baby's head down at the feet of Prabhupada. Okay, he got bhakti. His devotional service began. He may be a big demon in last life, but this life, his bhakti started. Take open baby mouth, Charnamrita. Yeah, take Charnamrita. Baby is helpless. Getting Charnamrita, getting prasadam, play Krishna pastimes like this. Then when he grow up, maybe his demonic nature may come back. I don't know. Or may this get destroyed by the mercy of the devotees, mother, father, and all the devotees. We don't know. If there is something left, it will pop again. They may act a little strange, but nonetheless, Krishna is trying to accommodate in this flood of Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement within these 10,000 years. Of course, ultimately, progression in spiritual path depends on you. It's not so much only facility, how much you take. I was thinking Hiranyakashipu is such a wonderful personality. We always think Lord Shiva is the best dancer, Natabara is a famous dancer. But actually, Hiranyakashipu's anger, Hiranyakashipu's challenges made Krishna so angry that after he killed Hiranyakashipu, in chapter 8, you'll see that Nishingadev was dancing, so frightening that everybody was nervous, all these demigods. It was more attracting the attention of everybody in the whole creation. Nishingadev's dance supersedes Shiva's dance. Why? Because of Hiranyakashipu's torture to Prahlad and other Vaishnavas. So many things he also did, good things. He sat down on the Singhasana of, you never hear Lord, after killing the demon, sit down on his Singhasana. Hiranyakashipu, Nishingadev sat down on that Singhasana. Very interesting. So many things. He put those intestine around his neck. What kind of garland is that? So Hiranyakashipu did a lot of things, actually indirectly favorable to bhakti. He made the whole universe, either you serve Vishnu or you serve Hiranyakashipu, no third person. That's very nice. Because if you serve Hiranyakashipu, Nishingadev came and delivered them. So Hiranyakashipu, in that sense, of course, at that time, if I was there, I would not probably speak to like that because I would not know the future. We know the future, so it's very nice. Very nice. Because the response to our devotional effort will come from Krishna according to our attentiveness to him. Krishna is everywhere. Prabhus and mothers, if you know that Krishna is everywhere, so many verses says this. Krishna is sarvastai, Krishna sarvadham, Krishna is shairya sarva bhishra vishnam. Okay, Krishna is everywhere. Aham brahmasmi, sarvam khalvidam brahman. Oh my, everybody talks about Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastha is in every atom. How do you prove it? How do you prove it? It is Hiranyakashipu. It is Hiranyakashipu has big participation there. Why? Because Prahlad Maharaj, or as a devotee, we should always have this Prahlad Maharaj's view. Prahlad Maharaj saw Krishna present everywhere. It is not like a pre-incident meeting. My Lord, okay, if he asks about pillar, I'll call you, okay? No, not like this. Prahlad Maharaj saw Krishna's presence everywhere. And Hiranyakashipu asked him, is your God in this pillar? Prahlad said, yes, he is here. So when Hiranyakashipu demolished the pillar, Lord Nishingadev came out. So Hiranyakashipu did a lot of things we needed in our life. Otherwise, we may have like some kind of, not practically, what to talk about spontaneously. Now we can go it spontaneously after hearing this 7th chapter, 7th canto. So I'll end here with the understanding that we may or may not be destined to acquire external power, but by practicing our daily sadhana, as I started with, we all, each of us, can attain internal power and thereby attain satisfaction. So what Hiranyakashipu's power, he misused it, we can use that power through sadhana to uplift ourselves. Power is required. I also mentioned that not necessarily power is bad, as long you are accountable of your power, then it is not bad. Not only bad, it is actually good. You need that. You need power to even wake up from the bed, to put your hands in the japamala, take shower. It's cold. Alachua is cold today. But we ran to the Mangalarti, 3:45 from the Brahmachari ashram. Because this requires power. So we do need power. But we are accountable how we use our power. Then it is never corrupted. And it gives us purification. And more we purify, purification empowers us internally. Okay. Any takeaway or comments, question, correction? What else is there? You all are wonderful devotees. Hare Krishna, Mother Sushmita Devi.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class. So many points, Prabhu. Thank you. You said sometimes we feel that we are smelling this, but you said there are so many demigods who are responsible for all our senses, and they all are carrying the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And you said, Prabhu, and these all demigods are there to fulfill our means our wish, so that how can we go back to Godhead? So how how we can always we want to enjoy. So if we will do enjoy, then a time will come where when we will feel frustrated or disgusted, and then we will feel to go out of this birth and death life cycle. So thank you so much, Prabhu. And the last point is so nice, Prabhu. If we will practice, yes, Prabhu. What I feel every day before going to sleep, I just pray to Guru Maharaj that please he will bless me so that I can able to get up. So you said Sakala Sahane Paladiya Karo. Yes, Prabhu, that is so true. Without their mercy, it is very impossible, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu. I can see one hand raised from Sukha Karadas, Prabhuji. Please, Prabhu, unmute yourself and please go ahead. Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Sunita Mataji. Hare Krishna, Pran Govind Prabhu. Please
Hare
bless all of
Krishna.
us for the new year. Nice to see you. And your class is so powerful that we don't feel like stopping it. We feel like listening for 1 more hours. The time has passed away. And today you explained very well about the demigods. I was not doing the calculation of 31 and plus 2, Ashwini Kumar 33. And you said each demigod has 1 crore secretaries, assistants, 33 crores. It is wonderful. So, Prabhuji, I just want to know, these demigods, they are also servants of Krishna. Indra also is a servant of Krishna, but they are better devotees. They are more obedient. So are they also having this subtle and gross bodies? Do they also have the desire like the material world, or are they more decent? There is sense addiction there also, but what way we have to, we don't want to become demigod, we want to go back to Godhead. So what is the thing to learn from them?
Prabhu, their body is different than ours. Like for an example, I have a physical body, I have a subtle body. My physical body is under the time. Under the time, in a sense, I was a little baby, I grown up, reproductive, now going dindal and death will come. Their physical body is not like that. Their physical body is not under that time. They take birth as a young, they die also young.
So only Janma and Mrityu, no Jara Vyadi.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Anxiety is a Vyadi or what? Because, nowadays mental disease.
But they don't get sickness and all. They don't get sickness like us, cold, cough and fever and all.
No, they don't have this, but they have a mental anxiety a lot. Fear is there. There is always fear.
But the hairs won't become black, white, and all the things won't be there. They'll remain.
Yeah, body is not. Yeah, they don't have to dye their hair. It's funny you said this because yesterday, I shouldn't have said that. But there's one person, it's very interesting. He comes in the morning program from outside. But I don't know, I felt like to tell him, but then I thought, no, I should learn how to control my life. He combed his hair, but you can see under his hair is all white. And on the top is like a little black. And why he does not make all black looks good, or it looks, maybe it's my eye is disturbing me, not his hair. Yeah, we try to cover ourselves to be young. That problem, demigod body. But their body is still under the time. There will be a time you'll be out. Prabhu, it is very painful as a visitor to heaven and get out of heaven. When we get out of heaven, most of the Vedas does not talk about it. They talk about Nandankanan garden, happiness in the demigod place. They talk so much about it, but why they don't talk how we get out of heaven? Because it's extremely painful. You ever wonder the exit door and entrance in heaven are never meet each other? The people at the entrance, they will never meet the exit of the heaven. Because exit is the extremely painful. Not inside the heaven, but at the exit. Because when you enter, you have a parijat flower. It's really attractive. But it's also flickering because that whole time, compared to my life here, it is like almost Amar Dham. It's almost like millions of years. But it goes just like that too. But when they come to a point, Prabhu, everybody is young. Everybody is young, girls, boy, young. So there is no respect to the senior citizen or, like those things these etiquettes are not there. You are on your own party time, literary party time in Nandan Kanan area all the time.
Enjoy.
Yes. And Prabhupada also mentioned that when they drink hatuki liquid, it's like almost they get power of 10,000 elephant. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know what it is. I'm sure I went through that. I don't want to. I'm already by the knowledge. I want to just wipe it out from my memory. I don't need to. But it is very attractive, very addictive also. So they enjoy, but they also have a soulmate. I give you one little anecdote that when a young boy, after traveling and meeting thousands of girls every day here, there, enjoying, come to a point, oh, that girl is my soulmate. And they talk, they say, we will live forever. All of a sudden, Parijat flower, the timer, Parijat flower garland is the timer. It's always fresh. You can ask anything. I want 12 gulab jamun. By the time you finish it, it will be here. You don't have to go anywhere. That's why they don't have a laundry, kitchen, cooking. You don't hear those. They don't have a road cleaning, sweeping, nothing. It's really enjoyment place. That's why to do sadhana, it's very difficult over there. Very difficult to do sadhana. But then at that moment that he thought, I will be with her forever. And she said, yes, I'll be with you forever. But she also knows another boy likes her. That boy all of a sudden appeared there. And this boy sees that his Parijat garland is staling, fading. So why is this? Why is this? All of a sudden, there's a vacuum sucking him out through the exit door. Brahma Vaivarta Puran, only Apasud gives. Most of the Puran does not give the other side, exit side. It is so depressing, so frustrating, so horrible experience. She cries, but then other boy says, be happy with me, let him go. And he said, no. He's so depressed, Prabhu, that as soon as he exit, there is a global warm, billions of them. This is their planet on the exit door of heaven. They love those heavenly body to eat. He's so depressed that he cannot even feel that pain is that everybody other being are eating his body. That's how he drops with the water back to this planet. Of course, the details are. So it is painful.
So there's no cremation and all. Some animals will eat, that's all, finish.
Correct. There is no babysitting. There is no breastfeeding. There is no cremation either.
So they go inside like Indra and come out like Sudama, beggar. They're going with all punya and they come out like a beggar.
Something like that, yes.
So
I think you did that, Prabhu. You did that, I did that, we all did it. We don't need to explore anymore.
We don't want all that. We want to go back.
Thank you. Yes.
Please give blessings, Maharaj. Please give a good wishes so that we can go back, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Sukkar Prabhu, for the question. Prabhuji, we have Radha Jyoti Mataji's question. Radha Jyoti Mataji, please unmute yourself and go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your session about the freedom, free will, that part and the satisfaction. You mentioned very briefly about all the points. It was very specific. I was just writing the notes. Prabhuji, you mentioned about the accountability. So could you please give some insights, very deep insights about the time and the accountability, because we have only 24 hours. We desire to do more, but we have limitations. We have another duties, and we feel scattered at the end of the day when the day is not good. So how the accountability has to be taken care. Could you please share or teach on this?
This is a very nice question. I'm also looking at the time. We have 2 minutes. But ultimately, our desire, also we have a fear. Both are very powerful motivators. Because you feel like if I don't do it right now, I will have no time. So you have a fear also. They're very subtle fear. If we can learn how to manage, literally, you think about it. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 39 verse. When you have time, you read it. Fifth chapter, also 20 verse. This gives us some idea how our present character is okay, that we don't need to develop any virtue. Then we can motivate ourselves with an appealing vision of positive power of virtue. Suppose we don't consider the virtue of equanimity too important, but we meet someone who stays remarkably calm and life's upheavals, thereby gets things done competently, even amid duress. So if you have a good mentor in your community, you observe him or her, you will get inspired, and you know that will strive for greater equanimity. And you can literally see that how those people handle their life, their challenges. I haven't found anybody in ISKCON that did not go through challenges. I asked Jayadvaita Swami, I said, Maharaj, if I had this understanding of being responsible, if we are not responsible, if we don't take the responsibility, whatever is going through, that this is sanctioned by Krishna. First thing is that you have to accept this is sanctioned by Krishna. Who is Krishna? He's a well-wisher. Never can sanction something that is bad for me. So whether I like or not like, just gladly accept and thank him. Yeah, it's required a lot of courage to do that. Then if it is really bad, then you say, Prabhu, I must have done a lot of things, and I am responsible for that. So please, I cannot progress if you don't minimize. Please help me, Prabhu. If you ask to the Lord for help, really, I see that he minimized like a little token. Like this devotee ran to Prabhupada. He said, how come I'm cutting vegetable for Krishna and Krishna cut my finger? Prabhupada says, don't think that way. Krishna minimize your suffering. Your head's supposed to be severe. Then that was very heavy. And then he quoted that verse, Justindra Gopa Mathavendra Mahosa Karma Bandhana Rupa Phalabhajana Matanoti Karmani Nirdahati Kintucha Bhakti Bhajam. Krishna minimized. So he had a faith, Western body, he had a faith on Prabhupada, but still was not completely satisfied with the answer. And after 10 years, Prabhupada left to Delhi, and there was one famous astrologer, Uja. I never saw him, but I heard his name, very famous. A lot of devotees would go. And he went to see Uja one day out of curiosity. And Uja said, oh, wow, your hand shows very interesting. You're supposed to be dead 10 years back. And he gave him a date, exact date that he cut his finger. And he asked Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, your head's supposed to be severed, and Krishna saved you with this finger. So he cried and cried and cried to Prabhupada and Krishna, thank you for saving my life. Sometime maybe we need to go through a little tough time to understand how we should be responsible and to be accountable. It's not the word. It's very difficult. I know it's very difficult, but it is possible. It is possible. We have to just pray to him more and more and go on. Please keep your sadhana intact, Prabhus and mothers. I have a strong faith on sadhana. It's sadhana is our inner strength, determination, for sure. Sorry, I was going to say so many things, but I ran out of time. That's good enough, I think. Krishna has his plan. We should never be against Krishna's plan.
Thank you so much.
Eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. You moved by your examples. Every time when I ask from a very impure consciousness, and whenever I get an answer, it's like very high platform of consciousness. The examples, relatively, all the teachings are. So I need to improve a lot. I'll look up to your teachings always. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Please bless me and pray for me too. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so
Prabhuji.
much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for the nice, wonderful question. Yes. Okay, Prabhu, with your permission, can we end the call here,
Yes,
Prabhu?
yes.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the enlightening class today. And we will look forward for your association again and again in the future. Dear devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Pancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
Shraddha
Srila
Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Prabhupada
jai,
वर्ग
Srila
की
ki
Prabhupada
जय
ki jai. His Grace Pran Govind Prabhu ji ki jai. Thank you
जय
so much.
जय
Gauranga, Nityananda,
थैंक यू वेरी मच
Nityananda, Gauranga,
गौरंग
Gauranga,
Thank
Nityananda.
you.
Jai
Thank you, dear
Shri
devotees,
Chaitanya
for
हरि
joining
Mahaprabhu,
बोल
today's
Srimati
class.
राधे
Radharani
राधे
May the
जय
Prabhu,
grace
हरि
of
बोल
Lord
हरि
Hari
बोल
Bol.
Jai Ho.
Hari
राधे
Bol.
राधे
From Mayapur
थैंक
Bhakti
यू
Swami
हरि
ki
बोल
jai.
जय हो राधे राधे
Nitya
राधे
Gandhi Mataji ki jai.
Asukaka Krishna Prabhu ki jai. Hari